this is kind of a lighter story, and to me, I think it's funny because I feel like every young missionary, I'd always look at the new missionaries coming in that were Spanish speaking, especially, and like see how they were, and they're always so worried to speak. And I think that's the same with anybody that's learning language, or even some new missionaries. They're so worried to speak because they're scared of saying something silly or not making sense. And I don't think I really ever had that fear. I just went out there and I kind of blurted out whatever I wanted to say, and this story would probably be a lot funnier to me than it is telling it, but we always had this saying as Spanish missionaries. There were about 20 Spanish missionaries in my mission and about 100 English missionaries. And we would always say, well, the Lord said in Jeremiah, he's going to send out hunters and fishers. And we said, you know, people in Mexico that go Spanish speaking, those are fishers. They cast out their nets and the people are right there and they don't have to look for them. And you know, the people that speak English in the United States, they are fishers. They throw out their nets and there they go. The people in, you know, wherever in Australia that speak English, the people that are in France that speak French, like they cast out their nets, they're the people. But Spanish speaking, a second language to a country, a lesser spoken language, we are the hunters. Because we have to really seek out and find every single one of our investigators. And that's one of the harder parts of it, is just finding people. And I probably had, let's see, I was in my 4th transfer. So I said my first 2 transfers English, was swapped to Spanish my 3rd transfer. I was with my 2nd Spanish companion, and it had maybe been 3 or 4 days. So I'd spoken Spanish really for 6-7 weeks. And I was kind of getting a grasp on it, and I was trying to tell my companion this because he'd never heard any of the other missionaries say this, which was weird to me because we said it all the time. But I was trying to say this phrase to him in Spanish, and I said, todos allá en Mexico, which means all of them over in Mexico. I was trying to say they're all fishers, which is todos son pescadores. But instead of saying they're all fishers, I said todos son pecadores, which means they're all a bunch of sinners. And my companion just busted up laughing, and I had no idea what. It took him probably 15 minutes to calm down enough to be able to tell me what was so funny about it. But I guess that the point of this story is you're going to make a fool of yourself sometimes. You're going to say something silly sometimes. And I had a couple of experiences that weren't as funny, where I just said weird things around members, investigators that they didn't get. It's gonna happen. But the more you throw yourself out there and the more you speak up and you try and you're involved in your learning language and you're just not scared, the faster you're going to learn it, the more confident you're going to be as you learn it, and the more opportunity you're going to have for them to correct your mistakes so you can learn faster.